Right guys, welcome to today's video, and in today's video I'm going to be taking you all through my top 5 rarest items in my collection. This has been a pretty tough list to make, but I've decided to, just keep a few rules just so I could, simplify it down. So yeah, I'm not going to be including any custom figures, that you may see here. That is just because, these are quite hard to put a price on. Some of these are one-of-a-kind pieces that, you can't buy in the store or anything. So yeah, the whole list could pretty much be custom figures. So I've decided to leave them out of it. If you guys want to, get a more in-depth look of my custom collection, you can go and check out the video from last week, I believe, where I went through my whole collection of custom figures. So yeah, no custom figures on this list. It's just going to be strictly things, that have been released by big companies or something. And it's not only going to be wrestling figures. That could be, a whole nother video where I go through my rarest figures if you guys want to see that. But you can probably just go watch my collection video if you want to see all the wrestling stuff in my collection. So yeah, not only wrestling, not only WWE, not only AEW, we're going to, have a look through the Star Wars stuff, the Marvel stuff that I own. Although my collection of those is just as a lot smaller than my wrestling collection, it doesn't mean I don't have some goodies in there that can be included on this list. So yeah, it's definitely been quite hard to craft. And another rule for this video is that I'm going to be going to only be including one thing from each kind of subsection. So it's just going to be one Mattel figure or one WWE figure, one AEW piece. I could include one Marvel piece, one anything else really. It could be like a piece of merch or something, or like an autograph or something from a wrestler. Who knows? It's just going to be out of my whole collection, what are the 5 rarest items in my collection. Was that a voice crack? That's embarrassing. But yeah, let's go ahead and stop this long intro and get right into the number 5 spot on this list. So guys, for the only WWE figure on this list, this was definitely a hard one to choose from, but I went for the Elite 71 Collector's Edition Cassius Ohno, pretty much just because, this is the one I see the least of everywhere I go. If I look on eBay or websites, this guy's pretty much unavailable, at least in the UK. And, there was a lot of other contenders for this list, the All-Star CM Punk, for example, the Elite 16 CM Punk, things like that. Or other collector's editions or something. But as a widely released figure, I had to go for this one. Not including custom figures. Pretty much all Mattel figures can be bought for pretty cheap. Well, yeah, pretty cheap, especially the new ones. And this one is kind of new. It was only about 20 series ago or something. Considering the Elite line is that deep. This is pretty recent. I think it was late 2019 when I ordered this. And I got mine for a pretty good price compared to what they were going for a while, or they are for now. Whether it's loose or in the box, and it is Cassius Ohno's only ever Mattel figure. Unless he returns, which I can't really see happening at any time. And yeah, mock as well. Those ones are going for even more than the loose versions. So yeah, had to include this on the list. I believe he was released last year from his WWE contract, so yeah, this is definitely the only figure we'll get of him anytime soon. Maybe, if he joins another company, he'll get one or something. Yeah, and, for his only figure, they absolutely killed it. I was, annoyed it wasn't in the main Elite line or anything, but, having it now as a collector's edition does just, make it that much better. And he's got the cloth jacket there as well. And yeah, the articulation on it's great, the head scan's great. It's just a great piece to own. Now, I know there are, far more rare Mattel figures out there, like some of the original Defining Moments figures or Entrance Greats or, the early Elite series. But yeah, based on my collection, I don't have any of those. This is what I've gone for. There were lots of other candidates, but yeah, if you guys want to let me know if you think I have any other, rarer figures in my collection, let me know. And I'm thinking of the All-Stars Punk Elite 4 John Morrison. I've got those, but I decided to just go for the Cassius Ohno. I don't know why, really. I just think it's a great figure, and yeah, I'm really happy I own it. So let's get into number 4 on the list. So guys, number 4 is going to be a bit of a strange one. It is this autographed Hangman Adam Page Upper Deck AEW trading card. And yeah, I don't know why I've really included this. I kind of just wanted a bit of variety throughout this video instead of it, all being figures. And I've been really getting into, collecting the AW cards as of late. They're super addicting, to open and everything to try get autographs. And I didn't get this one on camera, unfortunately, but yeah, I did manage to pull the AW Hangman Adam Page autograph. This isn't, the rarest figure in the upper deck, AW collection or what you can get or anything. There's some, cards that have only been printed once. So yeah, this one's definitely, more available than some of those. But, personally, I'm really happy I managed to pull this, especially, a Hangman Adam Page autograph as well. This could have been any other wrestler, but I did manage to pull the current world champion. And I've got some other, rare cards, similar to this, but I thought this one would make the most sense. So, yeah, a piece of autographed wrestling memorabilia here. Memorabilia, would you call it that? I don't know. But I've just had a check, and I believe there's a 1 in 600 packs, the autographs. I may be wrong on that. But yeah, they're definitely, hard to pull. I've opened quite a few blaster boxes, and, e-packs as well to have those shipped to me. And this is the only autograph I've pulled, and it was in the last pack of a box that I was opening. So yeah, super happy to have this. Hopefully, if I do get any more boxes, I can pull some more autographs, maybe some rarer cards than this. But as of now, I thought I would include this, just to add a bit of variety to the video. Yeah, you can see there the official markings and everything. Yeah, Hangman Adam Page. Cool. So yeah, that is number 4 on the list. This is, just a personal favourite of mine, so I thought I would put it in this position. So we go from the smallest thing in this list to the absolute titan of this list. Literally, right here we have the Hot Toys Avengers Endgame armored Thanos figure. And yeah, as you can see, guys, in the arena, he is absolutely massive. This was my first Hot Toy figure, and I got it last year. I think you can, still buy this and everything, so it's not the rarest Hot Toy. But if you guys know Hot Toys, they are super expensive. But I mean, rightfully so. Just look at the detail on this piece. This is absolutely incredible. I've only got one other Hot Toy, and it's the Far From Home Mysterio. And, I think this one just looks a lot cooler compared to that. That one is great, but I think this one, is a little bit more rarer and, a little bit more valuable, at least to me anyway. Yeah, it's a beautiful piece. Just look at the detail on it, as Avengers, the whole Endgame thing, Infinity War, definitely, one of my favourite things to watch or something, outside of wrestling. Big Marvel fan, as you can see, based on the collection and everything. But yeah, Endgame, one of my favourite movies by far. Absolutely love that, the journey to it and everything. And I thought I would, get a piece to symbolise that. But yeah, definitely want to get more Hot Toys in the future. The only downfall of them is they do take up a lot of room. So, if I was to get more, I would definitely love to have, a glass cabinet or something. I think I have a Hot Toys Mandalorian coming later this year, whenever that's released. So, big fan of that show as well. So, that'll probably look great on display. I think the Hot Toys Batman looks great, of the Batman, the new movie. So, yeah, I might have to get that one as well. But it's just space, really. But, yeah, guys, look at the incredible detail on this. You can go watch, some great reviews of this on YouTube. But, yeah, the gauntlet lights up and everything. These shoulder pads are magnetic. These figures, are very delicate. But, yeah, they are great. I mean, look at that head scan. Jesus, man, that is Thanos right there. And, as for a size comparison, let me grab this Darby Allin figure. Look at that. He's like the size of his chest. Jesus. Yeah, he is. He is a big boy. So, yeah, I thought I would put this number 3 on the list. Very cool piece. And, yeah, I highly recommend, you guys getting at least one Hot Toy in your life. They do look great on display. But yeah, they are super addicting, and they won't be cheap if you want to get into collecting Hot Toys. So I think I'll definitely keep the collection quite small for a while. But yeah, let's get into number 2 on the list. So for the number 2 item on the list, yeah, it is another big boy for the list, but it's no figure. It is indeed this North American Championship official replica title. I think I've had this about 3 years now, and I was a big fan of this belt as soon as they did that ladder match at Takeover New Orleans, one of my favorite shows ever. And yeah, I think this belt is absolutely beautiful. The main roster belts in WWE aren't great, but I'm a big fan of some of the NXT ones. The NXT UK ones are beautiful as well. Hopefully, AEW bring out some replicas. I know they released the world title replica, but I don't think I could get that shipped to me over the seas due to how expensive it would be. and that was super pricey as well. So yeah, you know, the replicas on WWE Euroshop are decently priced, and the quality of them is amazing. But yeah, this is no ordinary replica. As you can see, if we turn this around, we do have a bit of an autograph right there, as you can see, and that is because this was signed by Ricochet. Yeah, I had the pleasure of meeting him at a meet and greet when they came over here for a live event tour. Yeah, he was doing a meet and greet, and I took this with me. I think I actually bought this with, you know, the intention of getting it signed because it arrived a day before I was able to get it signed. So that was super lucky. And yeah, this looks real great on the wall. You know, it's hanging down. This is the first time I've actually had it down in probably over a year. I just decided, you know, to not touch it and just let it, you know, bask in its glory on the wall. But yeah, Ricochet, former North American champion, so it's definitely cool to have his autograph on here. You know, it would be cool to, you know, maybe one day have, you know, Adam Cole's autograph on here, Johnny Gargano, Keith Lee's. Yeah, some very cool champions we could get the autograph for on here. But yeah, had to include this on the list, you know, another pretty hefty item. But yeah, let's get into number one on this list. You guys probably know what it is, but we're going to go on to it anyway. So the final item on this list is the AEW Unrivaled Series 1 Chase Cody figure. You guys may have saw my collection video earlier in the week for the AEW Chases. But yeah, this is definitely number one, pretty much just based on value, as well as, you know, one of my favorite items in my collection. So yeah, I don't really need to talk too much about this. You guys have heard me talk about it enough in my last video. But yeah, this is definitely number one on, you know, the rarest items on my list, limited to 500 only, which is crazy. But yeah, I absolutely love this figure. I think it, you know, deserves the number one spot. And yeah, super happy to own it. So yeah, guys, that's going to pretty much do it for this video. If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe. Let me know what your favorite item on this list was. And I'll see you all in the next one.